Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The first carry for the rookie, it's Darius Geis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Geis with a carry on second down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6. Play action. Flacco. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And give him a gain of 37. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's a position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take it in all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He'll check it down to Geis, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt, and this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 3rd down. Flacco from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Melvin Ingram in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now the pitch to Freeman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Flacco off play action. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
And now here comes Kansas City, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start to drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll hand it out to Geis. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, and that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. This is caught. Watkins. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They go play action here on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete here on 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. Freeman again. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Flacco from the gun. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Flacco. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. Now it's Flacco. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 62 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third down, here's Geis. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Last year on 2-point tries in the regular season, the Chiefs were 0 for 2. What can they do here? Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets him back within a field goal. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Runs over it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Freeman. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Freeman. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now it's Freeman. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That was second down run for Murray. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
And, Brandon, this is what it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead. Your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Ravens, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Without your run out. No, I can't show you no love, baby. I am a boss in the cut, man. They bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty ought to be my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, down, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Can you hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me now? Ain't lose religion, text and prayer hands, hope the message sending on. No, I've been blessed, I've been